Alright, we're back. I'm continuing our quest for the Brotherhood at Fort Atlas. I'm going to keep it short and only do one mission today. And the next thing we need to do is talk with Knight Shin and tell him about the weapons that we found. So we're gonna go downstairs.
We're gonna have
and see where he's at. There he is.
Hopefully without.
For your sake, I hope this is a scheduled visit, Initiate. You're here. Good. To review the current situation, one of our patrols located a cache of dangerous weapons in a raider storeroom. Stolen Brotherhood weapons, no less. Your assignment is to secure the storeroom for the Brotherhood, and the weapons along with it. I'll put together a squad and meet you there. But given the situation, it's imperative you arrive there as soon as possible. Any questions, Initiate?
What weapons are we talking about again?
I should put negligence on your record for asking that question. Lucky for you, I don't have the time. If you can recall your last assignment, it had to do with putting down a rabid den of blood eagles in possession of military-grade rocket launchers. The same kind of rocket launchers were discovered in the possession of some raiders from Crater. Needless to say, that's a problem, and we are going to fix it.
Yeah, why do you care so much about these weapons?
Care? Are you insinuating this is a personal matter? I am carrying out the Brotherhood's mission. The reason our logo is on those weapons is because we swore to keep them out of civilian hands. Now it's time to fix our mistake.
My next mission is soon. I'm tired of being stuck in Fort Atlas.
How should we handle the raiders?
Paladin Ramani forbids engagement without warning. So, we will attempt to speak to them when we arrive. That being said, the raiders have already made it clear they're determined to be our enemies. Stealing supplies, ambushing patrols, using Brotherhood weapons to terrorize the region. If they are unwilling to cooperate, we will put our foot down. So be prepared for combat.
Okay, I'll secure the storeroom.
One last thing. We need to confirm the weapon's source. I find it unlikely the raiders will be willing to talk until after we send them a very clear message. If any of them are still alive after that, we can question them. But priority one is securing the weapons they already have. That will be all. Dismissed.
Okay. So. Makeshift vault.
I will not allow Atlas to go the way of Fort Defiance. We're here to stay.
Up here.
Each day in service of the Brotherhood.
Close to Cobbleton
step
Farm.
forward.
Okay. Alright. So, we're going this way. Okay. There's the makeshift vault.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Did the Brotherhood send you? Didn't know they were working with run-of-the-mill average wastelanders. Thought they wanted you strapped into one of those tin cans round the clock. It's wrong of me to judge by appearances, though. Why don't you introduce yourself?
The Brotherhood of Steel is here to claim this property.
That's so. You got a deed to go with that claim? Because, we're not gonna sign it.
This vault and all material goods within are hereby under possession of the Brotherhood of Steel. This requisition will aid us in the preservation of technology and the protection of mankind. Your compliance will ensure your safety.
You know, I'm interested in hearing more about this protection of mankind business. I suppose killing a few no-good raiders is an easy price to pay for the benefit this measly little vault will provide for us as a species. Is that it?
I repeat, your compliance will ensure your safety. Not that I'd expect a simple-minded brute to understand.
Resorting to name-calling already. I have to say, I'm disappointed. Thought I'd be able to speak to someone civilized from a big-shot organization like yours. What about you, Forward Scout? Think we can work this one out? Or are your underpants in as tight of a bunch as Mr. Compliance over there?
So you won't get anything from keeping the storeroom. Do you really want to sacrifice lives here?
You do have a point. This place doesn't offer us any strategic leverage over the Brotherhood. If anything, you're gonna waste more resources protecting a place so far away from your home base. So then, it must be the weapons that are important to you. What's so special about these rocket launchers that a top-ranking member would come to collect them himself?
I don't know how you became aware of our internal hierarchy, but it's irrelevant to the situation. You will leave the weapons in the vault and disperse. Now.
And how about you? Do you seriously take orders from this constipated suit of metal?
The weapons are Brotherhood property. We don't tolerate thievery.
Big words for someone who just barged in and claimed ownership of our storeroom. I suppose you don't have to follow the rules you apply to everyone else. Is that it? Because you have a righteous cause? That's fine. This story only adds fuel to our fire. We're heading back to Crater. This stash isn't worth it.
Not so fast. Tell us where you got those weapons from.
Ooh, sorry. I don't discuss Raider affairs on Brotherhood territory. If you really want to know, you can come talk to me in Crater. Don't worry. If it's only one of you, we don't usually kill on sight. Now let us through.
Okay.
We completed the first part of our mission. I can't say I agree with your methods. Talking things through gives the impression of a compromise. The Brotherhood doesn't compromise. We determine what needs to be done, and we do it. You did do the second part right, so I'll leave it at that. Moving forward, we still need to track down the weapon source. That man appeared to know something. I don't care how you get it out of him, but make sure you get it.
Okay, I'll find out where the weapons came from.
This is your top priority. The longer we let these weapons spread, the more difficult it will be to track down all of them.
Alright. So Pierce is already gone. So now we need to go to Crater. And we know the place well. So we'll just hop over.
Next raid, I'll be asking for you. Good heist.
Alright, we haven't been here before, so let's see what's in there. Okay.
Can't believe they had the nerve to just barge in like that. That Knight acts like some kind of righteous savior.
I told you. And they're only gonna get more confident.
I won't let them. Do we have their patrol routes yet? A couple ambushes ought to take them down a notch.
We'll have to discuss this later. We've got a visitor.
So, you really came? Huh. To be honest, I didn't expect the Brotherhood to show its face around here with anything less than a fully armored battalion. Life is just full of surprises, isn't it? So, what can I do for you, oh honorable emissary of steel?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right! The weapons! After they got forcibly confiscated from us, I almost forgot about them. See, the thing is, you and your metal buddies put me in a pretty tight spot back there. There are people here in Crater depending on me. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it back to them. So I prioritized a little bit. Getting home to those people was more important than being completely sincere to a group of heavily armed tyrants. So if you're looking for help with your little weapon problem, you can look somewhere else.
Don't you think you're being stubborn, Pierce? We have a good little Brotherhood peon here at our disposal. We can make use of that.
We've been over this. There's no compromising with people like the Brotherhood. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
We don't know that yet for sure. Besides, everyone has their own motivations. Our visitor might have one worth talking about.
I won't rely on a betrayal to take them down. You should know that. I have nothing left to discuss. I've given you my answer, Initiate. Now for your sake, I'd suggest you don't stick around.
Hey, you. Don't leave yet. I've got something to say.
Okay.
Don't mind Pierce, he's stubborn. Holds too tightly to his morals. I'll tell you about the weapons, but you're gonna need to give me something in return. Interested?
Okay, what is it you want?
I want intel on the Brotherhood. Records, roster, correspondence. You've got people specialized in keeping track of that sort of thing, right? Transfer their data onto this holotape and bring it back to me. Then I'll tell you what you want to know.
So what are you going to do with this data?
We're not on friendly terms with the Brotherhood. What do you think we're going to do with it? Don't worry. If the Brotherhood is as powerful as they are confident, then it shouldn't make any difference, right?
So how do you know about the scribes?
How do you know about our war room? About that vault where you ambushed Pierce? We have eyes the same way you do. Remember it.
So you're really willing to betray Pierce like this?
This isn't a betrayal. It's just good business sense.
Alright. I'm leaving now.
Toodles.
Okay. So let's go back to Atlas.
Stay on your toes. The wasteland is merciless.
Robots everywhere, but all standard models. Surely there's something more
scribe.
to discover here. Any new deeds to add to your scroll?
Yeah, I need help with the situation involving the raiders.
Raiders, huh? If they're anything like the raiders we've encountered on the expedition route, then my guess is the situation isn't pretty. All right, how can I help?
Yeah, they have some important information, but they're asking for information about us in return.
I think I understand. The funny thing about data is you don't know what's real or not. Not unless you gathered it yourself. To be honest, I was working on encrypting my terminal for this kind of situation. So, if anyone accessed it who wasn't supposed to, they would just get false info and none would be the wiser. I didn't finish, but you can still use the fake data I created. Should be clearly labeled in the files. Just, don't select the wrong one. This is the raiders we're talking about. It'd be bad news if they got an advantage on us. Worse, if the Knight found out it was because of me.
Yeah. Okay, great, thank you.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Hey. Oh, that sounds good. Alright, so load on holotape. And Where is this tape? Machinist holotape. Okay. Let's put our
Old world science
WTI
solved a lot of
files in.
problems back in the day, but look what else it wrought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
Okay. There we go. This. Cool. Alright, thank you. I'm gonna go back to Raider.
Everything makes sense now. This is my...
Hey there.
Don't get in the way. You've got the holotape?
Yeah, here it is. Loaded with Brotherhood intel.
Good. Thanks. The weapons don't have one source. Some of them we looted off a group of unfortunate settlers. We've also traded them among ourselves. Some old friends visited Crater a while back wielding that firepower, claiming they earned it in a fight. They were bragging about it till the day they left. Said they sent some big armored folks running. I can't confirm that the losers were Brotherhood, but that was your logo on the side of those weapons, wasn't it? Doesn't matter to me. Now, I told you what I know. With any luck, we won't talk again.
Okay. You mean the Settlers and Foundation have them too?
Yep. They may or may not have more, but they've definitely come in contact with them.
The other raiders you got the weapons from. Where did they come from?
West. They said they passed through Ohio before coming here. I don't know how much further out they went.
Did the raider friends mention anything else about the fight?
They wouldn't shut up about it, so I learned to tune it out pretty quick. But I do remember them passing around a helmet with a bullet hole through its visor. A trophy from the Fallen.
Alright, that's all I wanted to know.
Don't change your mind. This was a one-time offer, and it's one that neither of us will speak of again.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey there, Burke. Nice. Alright, let's go back.
Ad Victoriam.
Same to you.
From the mistakes of the past. We'll build
I see you
something
returned
better
from
for
Crater.
everyone.
Standing by for your report.
The raiders got the weapons from 2 sources, probably more.
That's not what I was hoping to hear. All right. Tell me about the sources.
I can't wait to tell Max about my
A group of raiders traveling west said they earned it in a battle.
I see. And are those raiders still at Crater?
It sounded like they were just visiting.
It can't be helped then. We need to focus on Appalachia for the moment.
Did you come in contact with those raiders?
Without more information, it's impossible to say. We fought plenty of raider groups across the entire expedition route.
Not as young as you used
Are we just gonna let them go?
I'd like to pursue them as much as you would, Initiate. But those were not our orders from Elder Maxson. We have duties in Appalachia. Ones that we've delayed for long enough as it is.
That's all I have to report about the raider source.
And the other one.
Some came from the settlers of
We're
Foundation.
gonna have to bring the crater raiders
Foundation 2.
eventually.
This is bad. Worse than I thought. At this rate, all of Appalachia will be toting these rocket launchers.
Knight Shin has it.
All because of... Forgive me, Initiate. I lost my composure. We need to follow up with Foundation as soon as possible.
Is Foundation really a concern?
Another complaint?
Peaceful or not, civilians should not have access to that kind of technology. It's too easy for things to go wrong. Take the Great War as an example. That catastrophe is the inspiration for our mission today.
What were you saying? What caused all this?
You don't have clearance for that information, Initiate. Proceed with your report.
That's all I have to report about the settler source.
So that's everything. That was a thorough report. The Brotherhood appreciates your diligence looking into this matter. Our next step is to deal with Foundation. Paladin Romani already had plans to establish contact, so she'll want to hear about this. No need to expound everything. I'll follow up later with a more detailed report.
Without running my own operation would involve this much paperwork.
The raider mentioned a knight's helmet. Did someone important die?
A knight's helmet? It must be. 2 other knights embarked with us from the west coast. Knight Thornberry returned partway through the journey. Knight Connors gave his life in honorable service to the Brotherhood. Show the proper respect when asking about him. To think they held onto his helmet like a trophy. It's unforgivable.
Is there any supplies for the relief efforts? Might buy us goodwill with the locals.
How did the Brotherhood lose possession of these weapons in the first place?
That's classified information, Initiate. Not every operation runs perfectly. All you need to know is that we're fixing it.
Okay, that is all. I'll report to Paladin Romani.
Ad Victorium.
Ad Victorium. Alright, I'm going to end episode here. We're going to continue with the next quest with Paladin Romani.
Knight Shin has
And see the settlers.
so much to teach us.
So I appreciate you watching the video. And I say thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.